Hello everyone, welcome to World Educational Hub. Myself, Aishwarya Saxena, and today in the series of PHP and MySql, we are going to discuss something about data types. I have already uploaded the first lecture in the series, and that was Introduction to PHP and MySql. And today we are going to discuss some more important concepts, and this is the lecture 2, which is containing the information about data types in PHP. First of all, I just wanted to ask you, what is data types? What do you understand by the term data types? Think. See, the thing is that whenever we are talking about data types, we are talking about the type of data. Yes, the type of data. That is, which kind of data we are going to use in our program. As if you have studied any other language previously, then you must have initialized the data with some data type and variable name. If you have worked in C++ or Java, you must have idea about data types, that if we want to give a numeric data, we have to declare data type, then the variable name and the value if we initialize it. But here, in the case of PHP, the things are different. All the data types are available here also. Even here are some new data types which were not available in C++, Java. Yeah, there are few more new data types available in PHP, and we will go through them. First of all, I just wanted to clear you that this is a theoretical video and this is the theory lecture. We will discuss all the data type programs in the further videos. So always stay tuned. If you are new to this channel, then press the subscribe button and hit the notification bell, because after pressing the notification bell, you will start getting the notifications of my latest uploads. I usually upload 2 videos per day. So it would be much beneficial for you if you are studying regularly, and it will help you to enhance your knowledge and make your concepts better if you practice the things along with. Soon I will upload the practical videos of these particular data types. Today I am going to elaborate these data types theoretically in this particular video. But don't try to skip this video, because the theoretical knowledge will help you when we will go to the practical portion. Then you will find that you are getting a revision of all the data types. So let's start. I was just telling that what is a data type? Data type is the type of data whichever we are using in our program. Whenever we are creating a program, we need to declare some variables, some constants, and some functions. So if we want to add 2 numbers, then we need 2 numbers, and we store them into some variables. What is a variable? A variable is a container. A variable is a container whose value can vary anytime. Yes. So we create variables of different data types in our program. The data in the program can be of numeric type or alphabets. So the variables can be of integer or decimal numbers, like we call decimal numbers floating point precision. And if the data is character type, or we are having set of characters like strings, so there could be many type of data in our program. Variables can store data of different types. Variables are the containers which can store data of different types, and different data types can do different things. Obviously, strings are used for different purpose. Strings can store name, address, and integer can store values for making calculations, and they can store mobile number and all. Float can be used for decimal data to store. So different data types can be used for different purposes. PHP supports the following data types: string, integer, float, boolean, array, object, null, resources. These are the data types which are used in PHP. String, integer, float, which is floating point number, floating point procedure, also called double. So double and float, the 2 different concepts here is known as float only, and we will use float only. But remember, in PHP we do not have to declare the data type. Don't worry about it, we will go through that concept in the further videos, but Let's study what are these data types. So the first one, that is a string. A string is a sequence of characters enclosed in quotation marks. Yes, whenever we declare strings in Java, if you have studied Java, then or JavaScript, you must have an idea about it. We generally use double quote symbol, double quotation mark symbol to enclose a string. But in PHP, strings can be written in single quote or double quotes. Like frame word in double quotes is also a string, or frame word in single quotes is also a string. Basically, a string is a collection of characters. Now coming to integers. Integers are the data is the data type which is used to store numeric values, the whole numbers without decimal. Yes, an integer data type is a non-decimal number between this range. Yeah, you can see that in the case of PHP, the range of integer is too long. So it can store a huge number, a large number into it. Rules for integers. An integer must have at least one digit because it is integer. An integer must not have a decimal point because it is integer, so it cannot store decimal point. Decimal points are stored in floating number. An integer can be either positive or negative. Yeah, the range varies from negative to positive, so we can store -1, +1, or we can store -125, 225, any number we can store, and that would be an integer. But the thing is that it could not be decimal. Integer can be specified in three formats: decimal, hexadecimal, or octal. So we know the number systems, and decimal, hexadecimal, octal, each kind of number can be stored into the integer format, integer data type. Next, coming to the float, as I told you before, that float is the data type which is used for the storing purpose, which are used to store decimal numbers. A floating point number is a number with a decimal point or a number in exponential form. Yes, when the range of the number is too high and there are some exponent value, then also floating point procedures are used. That is, float data type is used. For example, 10.234 can be a float. What about Boolean? The next data type which comes is Boolean. Boolean represents two possible states, that is true or false. See, don't worry about it. We will see these things in the further video in detail with some practical examples. We will go through the PHP code and we will learn how to run them on the WAM server. So don't panic, don't worry about it that how we will do these things. Don't worry, I am just elaborating these concepts in a brief manner. In the further video, we will see these things in an elaborated detailed format with practical examples on PHP WAM server. Yes. So Boolean is a data type which is used to store two values, either true or false. The two states can be stored either true or false. True means 1, or we can say on state of the signal, and false means 0, or we can say off state of the signal. Next, coming to array. As we know it very well, array is a data type which can store different data type elements also. Yes, in the case of PHP, it is the privilege. When we were studying C or C++ or Java even, we were creating arrays with similar data type elements. Whenever we study array in C, C++ or Java, we have always studied that array is a collection of similar data type elements. But in the case of PHP, the things are different. In PHP, we can create an array as a collection of elements, but not the collection of similar data type elements. Here, integer, float, or string can also be enclosed within an array. An array stores multiple values. The main thing is that we can store multiple values within a single variable. An array stores multiple values in one single variable. It is a collection of data into a single variable. So we can store multiple data into a single variable. Next, coming to another data type, that is objects. It's a new concept and it's new thing in PHP, as we haven't studied these type of concept of object in C, C++, Java. If you are learning this language first time, then it's fine. And if you are learning this language after learning so many languages, then also it's okay, because I am teaching each and everything from the very scratch, from the very beginning. You will not get any confusions, I hope. If you are having any queries or you are having any confusions regarding the series, regarding the content, or you are having some suggestions, then you can drop your queries and suggestions into the comment box. Also drop your likings into the comment box for me, so I will understand that how my series are going and how you are understanding the content. So moving towards objects. An object is a data type which stores data and information on how to process that data. Object, what is object? Object is a data type. First of all, we know it very well. We are studying data types, and object is also a data type. It is used to store data and information. Object is used to store data and information, and it is used to process how the data is used. That is, an object is a data type which stores data and information on how to process the data. Okay, don't worry about it. If you are finding it difficult to understand, don't worry. We will see further examples of in the further videos in another videos in which we will go for the practical portion. Then I will create some programs for these objects, so you will get to know and you will get the concept of objects clear in your mind. In PHP, an object must be explicitly declared. That is, objects are not created by default. We have to explicitly declare, means they are not implicit, they are not automatically generated. Explicit means something which is generated from outside. We have to create objects explicitly. Next, coming to null. Null. Null, you must be knowing that null means nothing. Yes, null means nothing. And it is a special data type which can have only one value, that is null. Null is a special data type which can have only one value, and that is null. A variable of data type null is a variable that has no value assigned to it. Whenever we want to declare a variable which is having no value, so that time we can give it null. There can be case that some person is not having any middle name. That means the middle name is null. So the thing, if we want to assign some value as there is no value, then we can assign it to null. A variable is created without a value, it is automatically assigned a value of null. And whenever a variable is created and it's not having any value, if we have not initiated it with some value, that means the default value of that variable is null. Next, coming to resources, and this is the last data type we are studying here. The special resource type is not an actual data type. So, as we were studying the data types, this is a special data type, and it is basically not a data type. It is the storing of reference to the functions and resources external to PHP. Means if we wanted to create some resources from some external files into the PHP file, then we use the concept of resources. It is a special kind of data type which is actually not a data type but a special resource type. It is not an actual data type. It is the storing of a reference to functions. If we are having functions, then the reference concept of functions can be used with the help of resources. I hope you are getting the concept. If you are having any confusion regarding any of the topic which we are discussing in this series or any other series of my channel, then please drop your queries into the comment box. If you like the video, hit the like button and also share it with your friends, because knowledge increases while sharing. Thanks for watching. The next lecture will contain operators in PHP. In the today's lecture, we have studied data types. This is the second lecture in which we have studied data types in PHP. I hope you got the concept of data types. What is data type? Why data types are used? How many data types are there in PHP? And how they are declared. So these are the basic concepts which I am discussing in some few videos of the series, some starting videos of the series. Afterwards, we will go to the practical section and we will see how these particular things are run on the server. So stay tuned. This channel also contains a playlist of C, C++, Java, web designing, accounts, UML, artificial intelligence, algorithms of different subjects like data structure, data analysis, and artificial intelligence, computer memory, O-level, triple C, DBMS, and many more videos are available on this channel. So if you are new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe the channel and don't forget to check the playlist section for your favorite course. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, and don't forget to subscribe Fame World Educational Hub.